Our next question comes from Jay Andrews, who says, "Hi, Coach. I actually have a genuine question." Wait a minute, Jay. Were you the guy asking disingenuous questions in the comments before this? If you have questions, by the way, just leave them in the comments down below. I read your comments. I appreciate them. It's one of my favorite things about YouTube. So please leave a comment, leave a question. Jay says, "I recently have started training with a third-degree black belt in Taekwondo, who also knows judo, boxing, and Muay Thai techniques, and has been training in Taekwondo for 10 years, and at this point it seems like it's impossible that I'll ever catch up to his level. What do you think, and what do you think I should do?" Okay, that's great that you're getting out there and you're training with people who know more about martial arts than you do. That's awesome. That's how we do it, right? We find a coach who knows stuff that we don't, and that coach can help us learn the ropes and climb the ladder and get up there. But you're falling into a little trap there. That trap of comparing yourself with somebody who has over a decade more experience than you do, thinking, why is it that with 3 easy lessons I haven't mastered what this guy has mastered with over a decade of training? I'll never catch up to him. Oh no. Well, that's not how it works, man. It's not how life works. Nothing works that way. But for some reason, when it comes to fighting, a lot of people delude themselves into thinking that it does. I see this a lot with people who are successful with some other aspect of their lives, and then they expect that they will have the same type of success at fighting with minimal effort. I had a friend who was a lawyer, a big shot lawyer, and he invested a lot of time into becoming this big shot lawyer, and he decided he was going to compete in this amateur boxing show, and he just kind of had this attitude like he was just going to pick up boxing like that, because I'm a big shot lawyer, so I can learn boxing. It was like, it's actually harder than that, man. You got to get out there and train. Oh, nonsense. I'm just going to give it the old college try, and because And he got in the ring, and it wasn't the worst fight I've ever seen, but I could tell it didn't work out the way in real life that it worked out in his head. And he ended up losing the decision. He took some shots that he probably shouldn't have, and afterward, he was silent for a long time, and then he looked at me and he said, "Yeah, you were right. I probably should have trained. Probably should have trained with you specifically." I was like, wouldn't have hurt. So, why are people like that? This isn't an isolated incident of my friend being weird. This is normal human behavior for some reason. We experience a level of success in one thing in our lives, and then suddenly we just expect that fighting, something as base and simple and common as fighting like the peasants do, that is beneath me, will be simple to master in 3 easy steps. No, man. It is as complex as anything that there is to learn, much more so than many. Becoming good at fighting, which is what martial arts means. Martial referring to war or combat or fighting. Art meaning the skill of being good at something. Martial arts literally being good at fighting. It's not arts and crafts, friends. It is a lifetime pursuit. Man, remember that story I'm always telling you about, the legitimate Tai Chi master I met that one time, who was an 80-year-old man. I sparred with him and he kicked my butt, and afterward I'm like, "Dude, how are you so good? How long have you been training?" And he said, "For 80 years. I'm like, "Wait, you're 80 years old?" He's like, "Exactly. It's a lifetime pursuit, man." Getting good isn't something you do in 3 easy steps. You don't catch up with greatness. You aspire to it. You can look at someone who's better than you. You can look at someone with a decade more experience than you, someone who is more talented than you, and be inspired by that person and think, I'm going to take the same kind of steps this person has taken to get where they are. And what steps are those? 10 years of consistent effort in the case of this friend of yours who is helping to coach you, right? Why would you expect to catch up with him in less than 10 years? And is this coach standing still? Is he doing nothing? Not from the sound of it. He's training with you. And while training, guess what happens? You get better. Anyone who's training is going to lap the guy on the couch any day of the week, anytime, anywhere. So keep training, but lose the defeatist attitude of, oh no, I'm not as good as my coach yet, boo-hoo. Thanks for watching. Now get out there and train.